Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Denise, and today I thought we would do a color palette challenge. I have picked out card 587 from Color Cube Volume 3, and I thought we would continue on in our handmade journal. This is the Bare Spine Beauty Journal that we make in the Bare Spine beauty class, and I like to start each of these just real quick doing a flip through of how far we got. So we started out with our Holbein Artist Palette, color palette here, the Artist Gouache. And then every one of these is a color challenge that we have already done that you can check back in the playlist for these. And these have been super fun, and I get a little bit giddy now every time I look through these because they're all gorgeous. I think this is one of my all-time favorite right there. A lot of these they're just beautiful, and I'm so excited. I love these bright colors, and I just get the best sense of joy out of every time I do these. And I'll take the deli paper out of here when I'm done painting in here, but when I initially paint them, the Kingart crayons are still wet, and I don't want them to smush on each other, which I've done. So I'm just going to let this deli paper stay until I'm done with the book. This one is the one I doubted probably the most, and it's one of my favorite. So just keep going when you start doubting stuff, because these I'm super excited about. And I've had so much fun showing up and painting these with you, and now here we are. And we are now more than halfway done with this journal. My goal is to, let's see, it's big. I'm going little, big, big, little. Keeping up my order. But yeah, I mean, the goal for me is to record the entire book and then do a flip through at the end. And then I think out of all the journals that I've started here on the channel, this will actually be, if I finish the goal, we're gonna try, not get distracted, but this will actually be the very first one that I've finished. Like, there's still, all the other ones that you've seen on this channel are still works in progress. But I'm so excited with the abstracts that it is my goal to finish these off. But before I move into the next set of videos, and then these will just be posting all year. It just is what it is. I will weave them in between all the other videos. I love them so much. I've enjoyed showing up for each of these paintings because it's kind of exciting just to see what I end up creating that day in beautiful abstracts, because I like abstracts anyway. But this is picking one set of supplies and just showing up and seeing what can we create with whatever it is that we've set out for this book. And we've found some new favorites. I've thoroughly enjoyed the gouache. Should have went ahead and put the water in. So these are the original. I haven't filled up any more since I originally filled this palette with you, but I do come back in when I get started, usually before I tape it down and talk to you, and let these really get juicy again. They dry out a little more than the watercolors, and so they need a little extra soak time. But 587, so I'm kind of thinking that we're in this brown 602. I think we're in that 602, G602 and 600 with that brown and that other color there. And I'm kind of thinking it's too bright, but this 584 is kind of teal-ish, so I might throw that in. I'm going to call that gray silver because I've super enjoyed the silver, so I feel like we're going to be in that family. And, you know, my goal with these is not to be exact. We're working with one set of colors here. I don't want to look at it and think, oh, I can't do that. I don't have all those colors. That's not the goal of this type project. For me, it's just to set us in a direction, and then I can let inspiration take me wherever it's going to take me. And that's what I'm feeling today. And I might start this one off with yellow and this one off with brown, so that we start each one with a different dominant color. And I do like the gray a lot. since we have this light gray, I may pull that gray in. Or, ooh, I should probably keep it. I should keep it to these grays, actually. Man, I sure love the dark gray, though. So, $8.81 and $8.93 in the Holbein gouache is where we are going to be. So, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, so do we want this one to be more yellow? Let's do this one in the... Let's just do it. Let's just do it. It's my 3/4 inch square wash by Princeton Neptune. Alright, so what do I want to do? And I don't really start off with any goal in mind other than just creating and having fun and just seeing where is this going to take me. And how can I kind of mix and swoosh the colors, and how can they blend, and when we're all done, what can we end up with? And this has been like the best experimenting that we have done as far as just pure abstract painting without the use of extra like stencils and stuff like that, which kind of goes back to before my YouTube days. I never used a lot of the tools that I use in the videos because I don't know, I didn't have them. And the YouTube channel, using things like stencils and stuff, makes the abstract creation process go a little faster. But this is fun too. I mean, we've been doing these pretty easily and pretty fast too, so I can't really say that it's any faster, but it did make for some fun playing a lot of times. Okay, do I want to throw this green in there? Oh my gosh. I almost want it to be, even though it's a teal, I don't feel like my green is teal enough. I feel like that green is like bright, bright green. Like, look at this, let's see. I feel like it's too bright. See, it's like a bright, bright green. And I almost feel like in my creative deviation that maybe I want it to be that olive green. So, we're going to make an executive decision here and go for olive green instead of teal because I don't really have a good teal in the paints. I could definitely do the teal in my mark making though. So it's not like I'm abandoning that color completely, but I am abandoning it a little bit as far as putting color down in here. But yeah, sometimes it's fun to kind of revisit directions that you went in the past. I've been all about that kind of this year in some of these. Revisiting, playing, going different directions than I've gone in the YouTube videos that we've done over the past couple years. It's just fun to play and discover and rediscover. This is just the gray, but I am about to pull in some silver. Silver might be the first one that I have to refill out of here because of how much I've enjoyed using it. I just like the shine that it adds in. It's not like it's adding a lot of drama and color. It's mostly adding lovely, lovely shine. And it just gives a little extra. Ooh, look at that one. Ooh, that one's turning into something fun. I definitely get thrown with the bigger, as we go bigger, I get thrown a little sometimes and kind of like, do I want to go there? I like small things. That's why the tiny paintings is one of my favorite ways to create. And I collect tiny boxes, and I just like tiny pieces of art a lot. Okay, I just put a bunch of yellow on here, but now I'm like, maybe I don't need to add it in here. Okay, let's let this dry, and then we'll see where we're at. So I'll be right back. Look what we got. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. You definitely got to let these dry before you can even judge like where it's gone. This is just my Blackwing matte pencil, and I'm gonna go ahead and just add in some mark making with it because it's gray and we've got a lot of loveliness going on in here with the gray, like super loveliness. Again, loving this page. Like, I can see myself scanning these into the scanner and sending these to the printer and having them printed larger And I have a collection of tall, skinny ones. I can definitely see myself doing that. Because, holy moly, gorgeous. Okay, so I pulled out Faber-Castell, the black edition. I've pulled out like a green. Just need a little more point there. I've pulled out a 760 that's pretty green because I'm going to go ahead and do that over here. Same thing I'm doing with the graphite pencil. So you don't have to have graphite. You can have any pencil you want. But I like these because they're bold. They're nice and bold. But they're bold with a color instead of just the graphite. So this I have decided in doing this project that these are my favorite set of pencils. So if you just want one set of pencils that are reasonably priced, these are what I would recommend. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. All right, let's do it again. I want it right here with the green. I like emphasizing the green on this side. Different than the other side. I like using the same color palette but in different ways on the two different pages. It's the coolest way to experiment with your color palettes. Same colors but different looks, and some of them look the same, they look similar, but some of them do look drastically different. And then I've pulled out 714. So I thought, ooh, how about some yellow lines? Like, do some favorite things that you love to do, but in a different way than you normally do it. And so I normally do these in graphite. So on this one, I can do this in this lovely pencil. Ooh, look how cool that looks. Oh my gosh. Super cool. Now I need some extra stuff on these, I feel like, a little bit. I am loving this like it is. I mean, we could finish that off with just a few white dots, but I kind of think, what am I thinking? Got some Neocolor 2 crayon, that's kind of fun. Some extra loveliness in here. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh yes. Exactly what that needed. And I know you're feeling me, but I feel like I need silver. My silver Kuretake ink in the fine line bottle. And I want to do the lovely tiny little extra shine. Kind of in here, just a little extra shine. But also the little bit of the, okay, that might have been more shine than I was thinking. Actually kind of thinking, I don't love that. Let's take a paintbrush and just mix all that in. Abstract it in. We can add a little water if it's not quite doing what we were thinking. So that's kind of a fun way too, if you're like, ooh, that's too much, what should I do? With these, you can add a little water and spread that around. I don't know if the spread around was even what I was thinking, but that's okay. That's okay. But I was thinking definitely dots, so we're going to go ahead with the little dots. Ooh, super fun. I just like the little bit of whimsy and shine that it adds in there when we do some of these. There, that's what I wanted, just not quite as vivid as I had it. There we go. Okay, I'm feeling better about that now. Feeling good. Don't think it goes over there though. We could put gold over there, like, we could add some gold. We could, ooh, we could come into some brown. Kingart crayon. Kingart mixed media gel stick. This is the 017. Nope, the 27. This is the dark brown. So do we want the dark brown? Or do I want the lighter brown? I'm kind of thinking deeper brown. What do you think? Do you think lighter brown, deeper brown? Or green? Ooh, how about that green? I'm thinking 017 maybe. Yeah, I think the lighter one. All right, there we go. I feel like I need something larger. Oh yeah, that was the right one. So I'm gonna get some big loveliness in there. Not too much, but like a little bit. As I go back and add some more, because these were closer. That is a lovely. Where do I want to go? What do you think? Do I want to add in? I think I want to add in some graphite. I'm feeling it a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, just extra mark making in here. Ooh, I like it. And then I'm definitely feeling maybe a little bit of white dot. You know, I like it. Whatever it is that you're loving, do that on yours. But you know me. I do want a little bit of movement and direction with the white dot. I love it. And it's different size dots than the silver, which I like. And it may be too much, but I like it. And that's really all that matters, is that you like it. You like the piece that you create. There's nothing, you're not creating it for anybody else other than your own enjoyment of hanging out and creating and showing up for your practice. Whew, look at this. Ooh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're doing some fun stuff here, but this one's my favorite, just in case you're thinking which one. That one. I feel like I'm there for today. I've got a lot of texture going on. I like where we've ended up with these two. Let's peel the tape and see what we got. I am feeling like this side for the win, though. That's why I like to do more than one, because if one doesn't get you excited, you know, you got a chance that the other one will. Or you discover that you liked how you did a color palette one way versus the other, and I like the way I did the color palette over here better. Then you can kind of get excited about it. You can make some notes and be like, ooh, let's revisit this, and here's what I did. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh, I love it. Man, these have been the best paint days. The best. Oh my gosh. When you peel the tape, even the one that you're like, I don't know, it kind of finishes it off, giving it that nice, tight, clean border. Oh, look at that. Super fun. Oh my gosh. These are so pretty. And look at the tiny bit of silver shine that we got coming out of that paint that we put in there. And because you can really see it like right here. Oh, it's like shiny, shiny, pretty, pretty. With the extra little dots there. Alright, oh my gosh, super cool. Hope you enjoyed hanging out painting with me today, and I'll see you guys next time.